Your smile lights up a room. There's not a single thing that I would change about you, 'cause you're perfect the way that God made you.
Good evening, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Today is fresh news. Shweta goes crazy, and news number 2, Sam goes bells.
Sam got a bell. Good for him.
Sam, show us your bell. Come on.
Let's have a look. See if I can focus it.
There we go. Oh, that's a colorful one. Nice.
Hold on a minute.
That's nice.
See if I can
Turquoise.
focus it in with the camera.
Where is your fancy camera? Come on.
Oh, what does it say on it? Ding something?
Ding for a drink?
Oh, okay.
Bang.
Yeah, there
for
you
a
go.
drink, yeah. Just trying to get it in focus.
On this one?
Very good.
Prosecco.
Oh, there we go. You go.
All I got is a bell. I don't have anything fancy like that. I got mine, in fairness, I got mine 22 years ago, so it's still the same.
Sam, what's up with the hat?
What's up with
Very
the
nice.
hat?
Very
I'm
nice baseball
starting
hat.
some branding, yeah.
Very nice. baseball hat.
SamCharles.com. Yeah, so I was just playing around with some stuff, and then I was looking at embroidery, you know, like companies that do embroidery, and then I found this company in London that does proper stitching, and I just, for a laugh, designed this hat
Okay.
and got them to send it out, and yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. So there we go.
I'm looking at the website. It actually is pretty impressive as well.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like the moving on your head in the image. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's it. I need to update that picture. It's quite old.
Everybody uses it. You should see people's LinkedIn and Skype pictures. They took them when they were 20, and now they're like 50 or 60.
Yeah, that's
They look nothing. The women and the guys look nothing like they do in their pictures.
They've never updated. This is what I find. Like, personally, I don't really use Facebook anymore. The only reason I use Facebook is for obviously my Facebook pages and Facebook Messenger, but I do not use Facebook as a personal tool anymore. I stopped sharing pictures and updating if I'm going out down to Prezzo's to have a pint of Peroni and a large pizza. I just got too into it and addicted of just posting updates.
It's a good way to tell criminals when you're out so they can rob your house.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Flatter your house.
I was just never really into Facebook. Well, I'm not really into Facebook. I think it's another time wasting tool like TikTok and everything else. Unless you're using it for business purposes, you know.
I think everything is a waste of time unless you're using it for business purposes or you get some real enjoyment out of it. Like you can share pictures with your family and stuff, but
Absolutely.
Strangers don't need to see everything you want to show your family and vice versa. Actually, Google Drive just put something out. They gave me a notice if I wanted to share a certain album and pick the people, like all my kids and my dog, and put them in one album and then share it out to all the kids. So every time I update a picture, they can see it there instead of having to go look through a bunch of nonsense or give out stuff to strangers. So I thought that was cool.
Oh, that's nice.
They just announced that. And then Google just announced a new application today that allows you to play all your games from your phone now on your PC. It's in the beta program. I just got an invite to that, so people can take a look at that if they like games, some games.
So a quick question. Are you going to guys pay $8 for the Twitter verification?
So I'll tell you, I think it's a great idea.
I will. Oh,
I think it's a fantastic business idea.
yes.
I think the guy's a genius. I think it'll have a good effect on the stock and screw the people that don't want to pay. You're talking about like $100, under $100 a year for a professional, like news people and all that stuff and actors. I think it's worth it, and I think it's a great fire half the staff and increase the profits. Go for. He's got 5 industries that he leads everything in. He's going to do it to Twitter too. So I think it's a great idea.
Yes, those $8 verifications.
Yeah, it's going to add up huge.
Yeah,
it's going to affect stock prices and everything.
Of course.
Linwood Jones says, "Smash the like button." Exactly.
Bang.
Exactly. I think it's a great idea. I mean, why would they? But you also get less ads and you get other features too.
Really?
So,
okay. I didn't see.
Yeah.
That. Yes. I know that I did subscribe. Lately, I've been very active on Telegram,
Aren't you a member of
and then
Twitter Blue yet?
not yet now.
Yeah, I'm joined up already.
He waited till he had to pay to sign up, like I did probably.
You can edit your tweets, and I can edit my tweets.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so
You're right. That's the other benefit. If you screw up something, you can edit the tweet afterwards,
Oh,
but you
that's
can't do it without a
interesting.
check mark.
So,
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that not
so,
worth $8?
Yeah, so basically,
Oh, that is 100%
I
worth.
paid $4.99, no, $4.99, and I'm part of Twitter Blue, and I can edit my tweets, and I can do a load of more stuff. I'm not too sure why it's $4.99, but I signed up in America, but I'm obviously not from America. But there you go.
Close enough.
So
Yeah.
whoever is watching from Twitter, you better should be watching the live streams about the domain names. But
Yeah.
do look after this bad boy. He will find the best bargain. That's
Yeah.
It was probably on one of those apps like Honey or one of the other ones that give you discounts.
Yeah, because apparently they did a trial for it, and some people got it at $2.99.
Wow.
But $8 is nothing. And to be honest, do you know what Twitter were doing? A lot of Twitter employees were selling verifications for $15,000-$20,000.
Really?
Top. Yeah, because what they were doing is people were approaching, go, look, I want to get verified. Put
Yes.
your documents in, and they said, no, we're not going to accept you. But they'll come back to that person a couple of days later and say, we will verify you. It will cost $15,000. And the person will just go, there you go, 15 grand. And there was backhanders all the time. And that's just for all the platforms, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, all of them, the staff. You know what I mean?
So I just went there, and it says I can subscribe now for $6.49.
There you go.
So they seem to have a wide range of prices.
Mm.
Okay, and what is there on the table for you, Adam?
I'm sorry, on what?
What is there on the table? What is offered to you? So what kind of?
Oh, it's just the same thing that he was talking about, like edit your tweets, get verified, and there was something else.
I thought there are several plans, or is there just one plan?
I just see one plan. It's $6.49, and take it or leave it.
Yeah, but the thing is about getting verified with the tick and everything. I think they've got loads of people joined up, but they haven't actually verified. They haven't put the tick or anything yet, and I don't know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, and I've heard that's taking a few people off.
Yeah.
No, but you also see less ads, so I mean that's good too. I mean,
yeah.
Listen, Netflix just announced a subscription where it's half price, but that means you opt in to see ads.
Yeah.
So if you can opt in to see ads, I would never pay for that. But
yeah, that doesn't make sense. You are still paying $8.
Yeah.
No, but they'll drop it to $5 or $6 or $4.50 if you're willing to sit through ads.
I think
like
there will be people that do that. People will go for the lower subscription just to watch the ads. You know what I mean?
So welcome everybody to the domain live stream, where two professional domainers. In the middle there is Adam Dicker from Canada, and beautiful tan light is Mr. Sam Chrles.
I'm tanned in red. I've got lights surrounding me. I've got a sunbed actually in the corner.
It does look like. So how has been your last week or last 2 weeks? Any interesting sales purchases? Maybe Adam, maybe we can start with you.
Okay, so for me, I'm busy building something that I think it's got good promise and it's going to be big. I'm building a Canadian podcast network where people can go in, because there's tons of podcasts that are Canadian on every news channel, every TV show. Everybody has their own podcast. So I'm setting it up so for $99 you can subscribe and submit unlimited podcasts, like from your show. So you can put in your stream, you can put in whatever you want, and then it's up to you to edit your page and then just go in and add all your podcasts. And it's one directory where everyone will be able to see it.
And that was podcast.ca, yes?
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that. I mean, honestly, it changes from month to month, year to year, what I think is my strongest domain name. But right now, I think that is, ignoring the 2-letter stuff, that's one of the strongest because everything is about podcast now. So, yeah, I'm building a whole site and network that's going to have them listed by category, and people. I'm going to send out emails to everybody that has a podcast and say, hey, here's a coupon. It's $1.99. Get it for $99 and go sign up. I've already got a bunch of people who are interested, and I've also talked to some of the major TV shows who want to get listed as well, like talk shows. So I think it's going to be a good use for the domain name. It's going to be known as the podcast directory for Canada, and everybody's going to want to get listed there.
And is it going to be a subscription basis model, lifetime one-off payment, or annual payments?
Like everything else, it's going to start out for the first bunch that come in, the first year, whatever. It may be lifetime. And then after that, it may switch over for people that sign up new to subscription, because I need to get a good base in there to start. But if I do once lifetime for $99, or nobody's going to complain about that. It's the same as, I'll just say, it's the same as getting your Twitter check mark. It's except you'll get more awareness.
Absolutely.
So that's what I've been doing. As far as selling goes, I've had some offers. I don't think I've sold much in the last 2 weeks. I think the industry's been pretty quiet up until now, but I've got an offer. Somebody wants to buy skintag.ca, executiveassistance.ca, Poolscapes, technical analyst, and crypto marketer still. I'm surprised nobody's bought crypto marketer because it's a hell of a good name.
There are many people who are jumping into the crypto marketer space.
Yeah, tons of them.
Once Maricoin appeared, once we launched the Maricoin, there were crickets. But once we got launched on CoinGecko, oh my god!
So there's something else that I did this week or last week. After you talked about Helmuts, the domain name that you picked up, what was it?
Helmuts.
Right. I went.
Yes.
So I went to buy domains, and I got a price on Helmuts.com. The guy wants $6,000 for it. So
$6,000.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd tell you that. I went and checked it out for you.
Thank you. It is a good price. It is a good price.
Yeah, I mean, I was tempted to buy it and just give it to you, but anyway, I checked it out. That's how much it was. Anyway, so yeah, I've been busy with a few little sales here and there, but nothing major this last week or two.
Wow.
Sam?
No sales for me.
No sales for you.
Just been concentrating on development of my affiliate stuff. So it's mainly content driven. I'm just obviously doing daily content on some of the stuff that I've got, and that's what I concentrate on. But to go on to a different subject with drop catching in the UK, it has become very hard, extremely hard. I'll go into a few facts of why it's gone hard. Obviously, Nominate changed the system completely. So I used to have a drop catching system that used to work perfectly. And now, obviously, I don't, because they changed the method. You get 1,000 EPP curates, and you have to spread that between each domain that you're trying to go for. So say, for instance, the domain is dropping at 225 in 21 seconds. You have to say how many EPP curates you're going to fire. So, okay, you don't know, you've got to work it out, or how many domains you're going to go for. So say, for instance, for one domain, you might do 55 curates, right? And then another domain, you might do 300 curates, right? When you run out of 1,000, that's it for the day. That's 24 hours. That's all you've got. It's 1,000 EPP for the day.
And so, how many EPPs do you need actually to win a domain?
Well, you could waste 300 firing for one domain if you wanted to.
300 across what time?
Okay, across one minute. Across no, less than, because when a domain drops, less than a couple of milliseconds, you're firing 300 EPP curates. So you could potentially waste all your, what I'm trying to say is potentially you could waste all yours on one shot, but it's not worth it. Obviously you want to stagger it. Anyway, coming to the story, I won't go into the companies that I've tried to use because I don't really want to just mention their names, but I went with one company for nearly a month, tried to catch a domain, didn't catch anything. this is a company that set up a proper system. And then I went and used a different company, and I've only caught 4 domains with it. But one domain is a killer domain, and it's migrate.co.uk.
Bang.
So, you know what I mean? This particular company, their monthly subscription is quite expensive. My personal opinion. I'm not going to go into figures because I don't want to self-promote this company because I'm actually having to pay for it.
What surprise?
But this is how difficult it is. You have to set up the domain that you're going for. You have to set the EPP. Then there's a delay. So when a domain drops, you have to set like a delay. So it could be 75,000 millisecond delay. And each domain that's dropping on Nominate system, they never drop at the same time. So each delay will be different. So they've made it so anyone can catch a domain, but it's more of a lottery. So it's like one in 700 to actually catch a domain, right? Each time. So it's very difficult. Not like before, I used to have a rolling script. I used to catch about 15 domains a day. Now it's become anyone and their dog can catch a domain. It doesn't, you've got to have it spot on though. So some people have worked it out, but it's very difficult anyway. But I was telling you, I've been testing companies and I'm still addicted to drop catching, you see. So I still want to be in the game somehow. So, I'm still doing it. But I got Migrate and I got offered $2,000 for it straight away. So
here you go.
But that not only migrate.co.uk is a good domain, but it's got SEO backlinks from very high authority websites. So it increases the value. But I'm not going to sell it for $2,000 to a domainer. Of course, I want to sell it to an end user. Because do you know what it used to be? It used to be an energy saving comparison site. And as we all know, energy is very, very
getting very, very popular.
Yeah, because our bills are going through the roof. But yeah, so drop catching for me is not really something that I've never really relied on it for the last couple of years, but it was a bit of fun. The fun of it, I think, is gone. Nominate, thank you for that, because you ruined it. And I'm not coming to your parties again.
I think I'm sensing some real anger from Sam today.
Yeah, because it's really annoying. They changed the system that didn't need to be changed, and now it's just become, it's more than a lottery, But
Adam,
then again,
one of the main reasons why people actually individual domainers went after the Nominate membership was to be able to catch domains.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Well, cheaper renewals. Let us be honest. But then again, ability to catch domains. That was the main one.
And now you're saying it's level, like every idiot can go and grab a domain now and figure it out. It's not it's much more simpler.
There's nothing to be figured out.
Basically, you can get a tag, you can hire someone's system, same system that probably everyone's using at the moment. There's quite a few out there. And then you can do a potluck, play around with all the figures, and then you could catch the domain. So there's no real fun in it anymore. Before, the systems had to be a bit more complicated, like where it was a polling script, and then when it dropped, you had a fair good chance of catching it. You know what I mean? Now anyone can sort of, I don't know, but it's basically it's saving my Nominate bill anyway, because I used to catch 15, 20 names a day. Now I'm catching nothing. But of course,
every little helps.
Of course, I was going after traffic domains. So my traffic portfolio is not going up because I'm not getting the traffic names. And do you know what everyone's doing is they're catching traffic names, bang, straight onto auction. £50 starting price, domain law. And that's all they're doing. It's just a conveyor belt, catch it, pick it up, list it for sale. Catch it, pick it up, list it for sale. And
sounds like fishing, catch and release.
Yeah, it's I know like people want to make quick money, but sometimes you really should either assess what the domain is, either build on it or hold out and sell it for a better price rather than just sticking it on auction and listing it for £50, because some of these domains are worth more.
Some of the people think, I was just reading one of Rick's posts that said if you buy how he would start if he was starting over, buy 10 domains, try to sell one of them, and if you're lucky to get 3 cents above for the other 9, be happy.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Maybe they're following that with this, and they're just saying, if I get a little bit extra money and I sell it, who knows?
Was it Rick Schwartz's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you believe that he would do that? If he had to start from point zero today,
no,
with all the knowledge.
No, I don't think he would. I mean, listen, that's the best place for a newbie to start.
Yes.
But I don't think Rick Schwartz would start with 10 domains, junk domains he just registered, and go from there.
And especially putting just 3 cents on the top on it. Rick Schwartz. Yes.
Well, he's saying sell 1 out of the 10, and it doesn't matter if you get anything for the other ones, basically. Which, I mean, that kind of makes sense, but I don't know if that's where he'd start or where anybody would want to start. But
sometimes you need to say what you believe in. And that doesn't sound like Rick Schwartz. Maybe, yeah. But
well, if Sam wants, he can always go out of the .co UKs and get into XYZs. There's lots of those available.
Oh yes.
Or is that a lot of bull?
Sam.
There's loads selling, and apparently Sweatner or whatever her name is no one's ever seen her on video.
The number 1 sale in the last 2 weeks is bull.xyz for $200,000.
Yeah, but they screenshotted it. It got paid.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not for me to say.
I checked the who is on that, and it went to Safe Names in the UK. Can you believe? it? A UK buyer.
So you bought it, didn't you, Sam?
Yeah, I bought it.
So in this case, it will be easier to track him down.
Yeah.
Him or her down.
We should know. We should have a few contacts from Safe Names in the UK.
Well, also there must be some swampland in Florida we can sell them.
I don't get it. Some guy tweeted the other day. He said XYZ is going to take over .com, and he says I'm tripling my portfolio and I'm raising my prices to 2.5 million on everything. I just can't read tweets like that.
Well, there's lots of people like that. I mean, if you go to bull.xyz now, it doesn't even resolve. And if I paid $200,000 for it, I'd want it to resolve.
And her previous sale was something as well, and it actually does resolve. It was, what was it? I just checked it earlier. Sino. Yes, SINO.xyz, and apparently 2 weeks ago she sold it for 120,000. 119,911.
Let's see what it is. Oh, and now it forwards to sino.com.
.com, yes.
So somebody bought it for $200,000 or whatever it was to forward it to their .com. That's genius. Wow. Somebody paid $120,000 to forward that to their .com. So that just goes to show you there's money in junk.
It's just a question if that is their .com.
Yeah.
Sam,
well, yeah, that's true too.
Would you like a spoon or fork? Or maybe some fine cutlery?
No, I want some Chinese actually. What's going on about the next domain event?
Yes, Sino.xyz is actually being redirected to Chinese.
Yeah. They paid $120,000 to redirect the XYZ.
Yes,
they must think it has a ton of traffic.
Yes,
just junk, isn't it?
But if you look at the top 20 in the last 2 weeks, there's nothing on here that really stands out as good.
About the next event, I am dropping the idea about the Billingsgate. I've tried reaching out to several registrars, and there are crickets. Basically, there are no responses at all. And at the same time, I need to work on Maria ecosystem that I'm building. So I had a call with Andrew from IT.com, and we will meet up this week. and I have found premises, a college near a National History Museum in London. That's a good location, yes, Sam. Just below the Hyde Park. So on this side of the Thames, I have seen the premises, and the building is going through the renovations. We'll see. So I will try to upgrade the event place just one level higher. So we will not go all crazy in, as if there is no huge need at the moment for a huge expo. Well, I need to keep my sanity as well. Otherwise, it could go quite ugly. And let us just upgrade. So we will upgrade from restaurant. So the first year we were a restaurant, and I will find a little bit better place. Not little bit. I will find a better place, better location, even better location. Again, of course, in London, and then yes, and we will keep upgrading the premises and everything. So
But
definitely,
everybody seemed to like the restaurant, so I mean, there may not be
yes,
any reason to upgrade, but I mean, for more people. But everyone seemed to have really good positive feedback from it.
absolutely, absolutely. So, and it just means that there has to be food, and for some sandwiches. I understood one thing. That
Prezos.
that that beautifully tanned boy came in.
I was the only one eating
there was
sandwiches.
so much food. He just
Actually-
went to the local store and got himself a sandwich, a bag of chips. It was
He looks the
disgusting.
same color as Donald Trump at the moment, actually.
He
I'm
actually
getting ready for my blue tick.
he
on
trumps
Twitter.
he trumps the Mr. Trump.
Yeah.
Is that Elon Musk? He's a robot, isn't he? He doesn't sleep. He's been tweeting for the last week constantly. Or has he got someone working with him? Like,
He's probably got somebody. He's probably tweeting when he feels like it, and he's probably got somebody tweeting on his behalf as well. He sent out a tweet telling everybody to go vote Republican tomorrow in the midterm elections in the U.S. And he's been a Democrat his whole life, but now he's had enough. So he said, "Now go vote Republicans, everybody." And he's interesting. You got a question from Linwood Jones.
But how many companies and how many brands can you actually work on at the same time?
Well, he's not going to. You can have thousands of employees, but you only need a couple directors or a couple CEOs at each of those companies that are keeping up to date and allowing you to make decisions. I mean, that's how most companies are. So,
But even then, but even then, you already have Neuralink, you have Tesla, you have battery projects, you've got power plants, you've got factories all around the world, you've got
Yep.
SpaceX. That is
Yep.
humongous.
well, don't think if he
And
puts a contest to go up in space, everybody won't go back to Twitter and get verified. You'd be surprised how fast people would sign up. He can do all kinds of stuff.
Adam, what do you think? Is there a limit how much attention person could give to one company?
Oh, yes, most definitely. It's like, to me, it's like a restaurant. If you have one, it always works out great. But if you try to open up multiple restaurants, since the owner can't be in the same place, not every restaurant gets the same attention. So it definitely hurts the businesses. How much? Well, it depends on how good the staff is you hire.
So there is that Renault story. So French car makers, of course, Renault and Nissan. And so Renault got new CEO, Lebanese guy. He got Renault back in profit in green properly, like when nobody believed in them. Then they acquired they kind of merged with Nissan, and they bought a Nissan. Basically, they bought large share, and he became also so. Then he went to Japan, but then all the problems started when that guy decided to be both CEO of Nissan and CEO of Renault. Then all the
That
members-
happens because you have mixed interests. That's why.
But hopefully everything will be good for Mr. Elon.
We can only hope. Like I said, I think overall it's going to be good for Twitter. But you have your people that are always going to complain no matter what side he chooses or anybody chooses. They're going to complain no matter what. It's blue, it's red, it's green, whatever. They complain.
What's it? Okay,
Oh.
Lou.
this is what you get.
This
Feature settings. Undo tweet, reader, theme, app icon, custom navigation, and labs.
Yeah.
Undo tweet is good too. Edit tweet.
Yes.
Remember, look at all the publicity he's getting. You can't beat that for free.
No.
And plus, you are acquiring you have acquired the largest news website in the world. That is the main news site. It is not a place where people chat. It is a news site, #1 news site in the world. We could talk about Twitter a lot. Binance, interests of Arabs and Arab world, not Arabs, Arab world, and well, there are some interesting things about that. Okay, so returning to the domain names, have you seen the sale of an.net?
It's on that list, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, 33,000. But I'm kind of puzzled how wealth.co.uk sells for £10,000, and that's cheap to me. That's a really cheap.
It is a great
sale.
domain name.
It's a great name, and then an.net sells for 33,000, which is really cheap through Sato.
Sam,
I think that's too cheap.
Sam, what do you think of wealth.co.uk?
That was sold on domain law, yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Adam,
so,
that
yeah,
is one of the things. That is a place where the one that Sam was describing. That is where domainers sell their domains.
That was that was most likely bought by another domainer. Yeah.
It's a good deal.
Yeah. So like that should go for at least 40, 50k at least.
Yeah, I was going to say 100, but yeah.
Yeah. If that's I'll be honest with you, it's difficult to get about 100k out of a co-UK these days. But it's possible.
I'm just looking to see where it's resolving to, and naturally it's not resolving at all.
Okay. Yes. And an.net was bought actually by so they are offering.
How much was that? 33k for AN.
Yeah.
That's cheap. That's cheap, yeah.
And it opens.
It goes to a Russian site.
Yes, and they offer elite residential proxies.
Oh, there we go.
Proxy services.
You make money on that.
Yes, well, there are lots of money. There is lots
Big
of money
on that.
Yes.
Why would people need a proxy?
Yeah. You can get free proxies. Why would you pay for them?
Oh yeah. Have you ever tried those free proxies lists?
Yeah, they're rubbish.
And what you guys, it just seems, judging from the list, it just seems that Shweta now has got an impersonator. There is somebody selling GGs.
I saw that.
Yeah.
So if you, Sam, fab.gg sold for 11,600, and it goes to GoDaddy.
Lander.
The website might be for sale. Yes. And Sports GG, does it?
God knows.
Adam, does it resolve? Sports GG, 96,000.
I don't know what they're thinking they're going to put there, but it resolves. Yeah, it's VR Metaverse Arcade.
Okay.
It's an arcade coming soon.
Arcade.
And it shows like boxers, like Floyd Mayweather and Tyson Fury. It's got boxers and UFC fighters. That's probably going to be one of those free streaming sites that makes money off ads.
But 96,000.
That's a little high.
GG.
But I mean, that one I believe though, because it was sold by Logan Flat. So he's a normal person. He's a good guy. So if he listed it, I believe that one sold.
Well, fab.gg is the same. Media Code LLC. They are both. There are two sales of GGs.
Yeah, he's a stand-up guy. So
Is
if
he?
he posts it, yeah, he is.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, those sales are probably legit then.
And how long has it been since you've had a cuckold?
Bang. Here we go.
Isn't that a really old term that's not that used anymore?
It originates from the cuckoo bird, yes? Is it the one? Is it the one?
Yeah, and it's an adult 18 or older chat site. So
So cuckolds.com sold for 20,000 at Seda.
yeah, that was a good deal for them if that's what they're doing. But I think if you define what a cuckold is, it's different now. It's not like what they say. It used to be like a weird word for a mistress. A man whose wife is sexually unfaithful, often regarded. Yeah, a man whose wife is sexually unfaithful. That's what it means. So I'm not sure that's. And even Urban Dictionary says a man with an unfaithful wife. So
There you
I don't
go.
know if that's a good name for a dating site, but maybe it is. Anyway, always interesting.
Well, a good way to blow 20K.
Jeez.
And then somebody bought GreatLake.com. Great Lake, just one of them, $12,500. I mean, it could be the name of an investment company or something. Who knows? And then there's another one that we always recommend against, FLRealestate.com,
Yes.
which is a weird one.
Florida real estate. Yes.
Yeah, some of these are. There's none that really makes sense on this, except maybe the AN.net, which was a really steal for the buyer.
And use bloom.com, 20,000.
Use Bloom.
Number
Yeah,
5.
I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, depends what Bloom is. Maybe they're just trying to bring in some more brand stuff. But even the extra stuff, I mean, turd.com, $4,700. I mean, that seems like a shit domain. What else we got? Sexycars.com.
And what about cheap used cars?
Yeah, that's also
number 4, 25K.
Yeah. And then there's other stuff like, I mean, there's some nicknames like Yacht Daddy, 2,500. Some of the stuff, jobs247.com. I mean, that's a good name for a job site.
Jobs.
I would say that's a good name
24/7,
at $2,800. It's a good buy. And then there's Trademark 101. I think I'd prefer in that one Trademarks 101 because I think it's more of a course for all trademarks, not just one of them. But there's not a lot. Some people spent $3,000 for 58top.com. 58, that number 58, and then
58,
top.com.
Crazy.
Like I know 42 is a big number. It's the meaning of the universe or something like that from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but
Okay.
I don't know what 58 means.
Then time-capsule.com, 4,455.
Yeah, and obviously the country code, the top one is sports.gg. And then there's a German word, but I don't know what it is in English. Sowieso.
Yes. And Sedo is really well represented in this list.
Yeah, which means
They are doing a
I
good job.
removed everything from Cedo.
Really?
But remember, GoDaddy doesn't put anything here either. Otherwise, they'd be well represented too.
I never get any sales on Cedo, so I just removed everything.
Why would you remove it instead of just leave it there and work through Dan or whatever you want?
Yes.
I removed it for one reason. There's lots of domains that are on there that I didn't own anymore. So I need
that's
to.
a good reason.
Yeah, I need to rejig it. But I know a lot of people that get constant sales on Cedo more than often it, but who knows?
I like the DCB.io at $5,000 because those three-letter .os are worth something.
Yes, dcb.io, yes. And then just 2 above on number 15, there is it.cl. So Chile.
Yeah.
I think we all know who's the buyer. Okay,
Probably.
it.com keeps buying his IT domain names. That's good. Good for the domain name industry and good for the guy. He's got
good for his growth.
Stuff. Oh yes, he's got very, very laser clear plan what he's trying to achieve.
I mean, the rest of these are just, it's like a below average week to me. There's nothing really great here. I mean, there's...
And then there is a single letter, .ar.
Is that an I or an L?
That's L. That's L. And AR, that's Argentina.
So let's see what that one does.
That's an interesting. I never knew that Argentinians have got a single letter domains.
And you go there and it's a for sale page still.
Okay. Yeah. Now for that price, it is definitely, yeah. Although a domain
that's a good deal, though. I mean, $2,500.
Yes, for a single letter domain name.
I would rather have bought an li.ar, but we'll go with l.ar. I wonder if that's available. Nope,
Okay, that should be-
li.ar is not taken. Interesting. There's nothing great though in this list, to be honest with you, and there's some really low 4-letter .coms in the list, like at about 2,000 to 3,000. So nothing really great there either. MAFX 2200. There's nothing here. There's a lot of weird stuff that you can't explain.
Parrot.co. Yes. I don't know. I'm buying. I'm times by times I'm buying domains for the businesses, and I just don't see people paying those amounts when you are a startup without large investors behind your back, because
So
there are so many ways how to spend your money to invest into your invest into your business. I'm looking from the perspective of my business.
there is one in there that I find that's good that people won't know much about. The latest thing with technology and commerce is headless commerce. And there's headless in there on the list for $2,300.co.uk. Headless commerce is one of those things. It's like basically it comes with the back end. There's no front end for people to have to worry about and work with. Headless commerce is the new architecture that people are decoupling the website's front end from the back end, so it's major. So the fact that somebody got headless is good, because I just had a conversation with somebody about this week. It's the only reason I know about it. If you Google headless commerce, you'll learn a lot afterwards.
My favorite domain from this list is probably wealth.co.uk.
Yeah, that's why I picked it. I think it sold way
Yes.
too cheap, and I think it's a pretty good domain name.
It is a fantastic domain name, absolutely.
I think for the price, it was a steal. But then you got to look at an.net, still a steal too. But wealth.co.uk, you could build a real business platform on. You could be anything from a VC to an investment banker to anything you want to be, a financial consultant.
Absolutely. And that domain, like once you put it up on your business card or on your cars or something.
Yeah, it's a real positive word that screams success.
Yes.
And if you look at wealth.com, it says your legacy lives here, and then they talk about living trusts and wills. So it could be something like that too. Who knows?
Yes. Almost as powerful as samcharles.com.
Yeah.
Haven't you got your have you got your first name?
Well, me or Helmuts?
Have you got adam.com?
No. I think originally when I started, it was an adult film industry company or something. Now it's healthcare products.
Yeah.
Consumer health. So absolutely not. I don't even have it in the CA. Oh, I could probably get it because it doesn't resolve. But I have 2 out of my 4 kids in the CA. I've got Amanda and Julie, and I get asked for them all the time.
What about you, Sam?
What? No, first name, impossible, isn't it? I always wanted samcharles.com. It was owned by a DJ. And I kept checking I kept trying to buy it and he wouldn't sell it. And then I think it was 2018 or 19? I can't remember now. Anyway, it just suddenly became expired. You know what I mean? It said expired, and I was like, right, I've got to have a look at this. So then I went to what was it? Namejet or whatever, one of the auction sites.
Snap Names, Namejet.
Name, that's it. And then I put a back order on it, and I thought, I'll leave it. $69. I win it. I might win it. But what happened is I don't know who owned it. It might have been GoDaddy or one of them. But anyway, they just
VeriSign if it was Snap Names.
Yes, they must have owned it, because then that $69, they said, you've won it. It didn't drop. It literally went into my account and changed over the details. And I was just like, I've been waiting for that domain, because I had samgiles.co.uk, samc.co.uk, samc.uk. I wanted the .com. There's no way I could get charles.com or charles.co.uk or sam. I tried to get sam.co.uk and I couldn't get it. The person just was impossible to get hold of. and then he said he gave it to his son, and then the son didn't do anything with it, and it was just, it's frustrating when you know what I mean.
Well, I'm gonna have a hard time with Jordan since it's owned by Nike for Air Jordan, so forget about that one. That one's gonna be a while.
Adam, are there any names dropping soon, or just expired names? You usually have some amazing lists.
So I did look at it today, and there really wasn't a great list. I have a couple that are so-so. So this one's not bad. Lowdeductibles.com. For a domainer, this one's okay. Buyersname.com.
Buyer's name.
Buyer's name. And then for a fencing company, I like this one. City Fences. It's not bad.
Fences. Okay, that is not bad. Yes.
And then because of the election tomorrow, this one dropped, and it's been registered since 2004. HouseRepresentatives.com. Somebody's going to grab it from the States because that's what they're voting on tomorrow. House Representatives.
House Representatives.
Other than that, there was like developer startup, which is okay, but nothing great, and developer outsourcing. But it was a very slim list to choose from, and I looked at the last few days, and there wasn't much.
What could be the reason? Why is it slim? Could it mean that many more people are coming into not catching domain names, but going through expired lists and registering?
No, I think what it means is that 2 years of COVID may have caught up to the drops, and people already dropped what they couldn't afford 2 years ago in the first year of COVID. So the people that have them and held them through COVID are holding on to what they have, and pickings are a little bit slim. And hopefully it's going to pick up. I mean, it's the first week that it's been really rough, both on CA and COM. So we'll see what happens. So it'll pick up.
Sam, have you ever thought that maybe drop catching, if it is so competitive up here in the UK, maybe it could be bonanza in Canada?
Hey,
yeah.
Look, Canadians.
Adam, explain to me how drop catching works in Canada.
They do not. Apparently, they do not get bothered over it.
No, some of them do, but not all of them. That's for sure.
Well,
I think that there's a lot of countries where you can get some really good drops.
Yeah, I might have to go into a different country zone. I'm going to get a residential address in Canada.
Well, that's easy enough.
Yeah.
That's
you
not
just
too
get
hard.
verified at Twitter.
Yeah, verified at Twitter, and I'll pretend to be Adam Dicker. I live.
See, I'm looking. Oh, I had a weird call. That reminds me. So I got a call from somebody. I'll look it up on my phone, and it was your domains are going to expire, and I haven't heard of this registrar, and I haven't used them before, and I was like, all right, for fun. They called me literally like 25 times in the last month, and then before that too. I'm like, all right, finally, I'll take the call. We'll see who it is. I'm just looking to see what it was because I had it on my phone, and I was like, okay, let's see who this is. So I call them back, and they tell me there's 2 different accounts with domains that are in my name. And they're like, can you give me one of the domain names? I'm like, no, I can't because I don't have any domains with you. And I really didn't have any domains with them. And then they gave me like, it was Pair Networks. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't tell you. I said, tell me what's attached to the email because you're obviously sending me emails and calling me, telling me that I have these domains. And there were 2 separate accounts in my name with all just junk domain names that I would have never bought ever. And it was like, just like, I don't know, 2516 blue shoes green something dumb.
Okay.
And they were like, I was like, well, that's not me. So what do you want me to do? She said, well, if it's not you, they're going to get deleted by ICANN. I'm like, well, I don't care. They're not me, but you need to lock up those accounts. So if there's somebody else that's registering domains pretending to be me, they don't get them because they definitely were not my domain names. I never have used Pair Networks for domain names before. So that was an interesting call.
Did they use your email or email similar to yours?
So I don't know about the email. I know they used my phone number because the alerts and they were calling my phone number. So whoever it was used my cell number. I don't know.
Hopefully they didn't use your card. That's the main thing.
Yeah, definitely not. Those I change those like every few months anyway to keep them straight. So no, and I'm looking at domain lore now to see what's dropping. There's some interesting stuff on here. Creamy.co.uk, manuscript.co.uk. There's a lot of stuff on here. And it's just shocking.co.uk. That's at 208 pounds. Shocking.
Shocking. That's good.
So it looks like they've opened up the floodgates even more to let these things get sold over here. There's even a 3-letter co.uk at $50 so far, but it's just starting out. It ends on when does it end? The
It's
11th
flooded
or
with
something.
auctions. Domain law is literally flooded with auctions now because
Deaf Pigeon sold for £90.
Deaf Pigeon.
Yeah.
The hell?
There's lots of dumb stuff
well,
on
it
here.
died.
But
Easting
hold on,
Grace.
nqe.co.uk sold for £50. That's
Crazy.
cheap.
Yeah.
Even with a Q, it's cheap.
Sam, what is going on in your domain? 3-letter domain names.
What's going
Why
on?
why the prices are so? Okay, just a quick one. Here was a question, and here is the answer. So dnjournal.com. Okay.
Oh, Bruria. Let me see. Bruria telling me 58 is a sex term. That's funny. What the hell kind of sex term is that?
Sam, what is going on with 3-letter .co.uk domain names?
Well, you can buy them for dirt cheap. Obviously,
£50. So that's the nominal price. That's the starting price at domain law.
do you know what? .uk is that .uk or was it sold?
It was .co.uk.
Crazy, because what some go for good money, some don't. But I think if you get an opportunity to pick one up at that price, then I'd go for it. But obviously, I'd be very picky. I wouldn't even pay 50 quid for that. Do you know why? Because I've got so many of the bloody things, and I've got really, really good ones. And I think I told you before, my business strategy isn't to scale up again; it's to scale down and concentrate on development and passive stuff rather than concentrating on buying tons of domains. You know.
There's some really good ones, like estates.co.uk, £2,200. That's a good name for £2,200.
That is good. That's bargain. You can get some bargains.
Like database.co.uk, £3,700. btp.co.uk, three good letters, £1,060.
BTP, very powerful. You know.
Oh, and it shows wealth here at £10,000. So yeah.
Okay. Yes.
But it's stuff like Bulgaria.co.uk doesn't make a whole lot of sense. People always do stuff like that. Oh, Sophie.co.uk.
That was a good one, yeah.
4,100.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's some good educational stuff on, like Every Mind Matters.
The majority of buyers on there are just domainers, right? It's very rare to get an end user, but you'll see when there's an end user because the prices will go crazy.
Yeah, there's afx.co.uk is up to 320, and that's expiring on Wednesday. Slots games, and no good with the S. But there's a lot of stuff on here. I don't know. We'll have to take a look. wwa.uk by itself. That's got nothing.
I've got dicker.co.uk. If you
I'm sure you can get some good dickering and bargaining for that one. Anyway, it's a good list for people to look at.
Okay. Good attempt, Sam. Good attempt.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to.
Let me go see what's on it. I'm just going to see what's on it.
I'm going to register the email address Adam, and then I'm going to put ticker.
And then you can use it to register domain names. Why not?
Yeah, I'll just say it's Adam in Canada.
I see. I can lease to own it for $109 a month. That's good.
There you go.
Those leases, I've never had any at Dan go to full completion. They pay like 1 or 2 payments and disappear. Yeah, even on good domain names. I had lots of people tell me that they don't go full term. I've still only ever had one lease go full term, and it was a 3-year on escrow.com. Nothing else, even if it's like $5,000, nothing goes full term.
Really? So would you prefer just to put buy now, no lease to option, just buy now and pay the money?
That's what I've preferred in the last little while, because I've gotten not disappointed. People say, well, what are you complaining about? Because you get the domain and you get whatever money they put in, but the goal is to get rid of the domain name, not keep it and have it come back.
Because you keep getting it back. Yeah,
well, I have both bought and sold domains in split payments.
Yeah,
and more than 3 split payments. Yes.
Well, my buyers weren't as good as you. What can I say?
One of the buyers actually came to my door.
Really?
Knocked on my door. Yes, and he was starting a brand, and he really wanted that one for stockings company.
Which door did he knock on? your
on my home door. Yes.
Weren't
In
you
your home
alarmed
door.
at first? Who's that? That's why you
Well,
need the ring doorbell.
no. He knew me. He knew me, and yes, he
Oh,
said,
yeah.
"Look, we need to negotiate on the price. That's it. Let us do split payments. Okay, no problem. We did the deal.
Okay.
There we go.
Sadly, the business never went anywhere, but he definitely paid everything off. He got his trademark, and
I don't know. There's some good names everywhere. I mean, people just have to be. People need to be able to search and find some good
I
names.
think
Period.
between now and January, I think it's been slow actually for me for inquiries, but I reckon it'll pick up. December's normally quite crazy for me, and then January.
Yeah, there's a good one here. There's a few good ones that even I'll have to look at on this site, like Publicize.
If you're gonna hold something and hold out, I think they're good to buy. You know, like you got to remember the people that are selling them on there are after money quickly.
Quick
you know.
flips. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've sold quite a few on there. Just got rid of ones that I bought cheap and then flipped them on domain law. So everyone's got their strategy, but personally, I wouldn't put a really good name on there because you're just going to lose out big time.
Okay. We finally got Sam straight in the picture now, perfectly.
Yeah.
He's looking at us as well.
Yeah, I've got the camera in front of me now.
Are your eyes, Sam? Are your eyes blue?
Yeah, blue. They are. Yeah.
I didn't realize it. You got such a good camera now. I can see their beautiful blue eyes.
Oh.
I don't understand why Helmuts doesn't use his professional camera. He's using some dodgy one on the screen.
Oh yes, I need to. Well, I just did upgrade my graphics card. That's different. That's a totally different story now. Much better. I keep burning my graphics cards. I use them for mining, so.
Crypto mining, yeah.
Of course.
God.
It's a good way to burn them.
Well, I bought a new one, 1660 NVIDIA one. That's a decent card.
No.
Has the time for mining passed, or is it still good to be mining? Like with huge, I mean, not one person on their own, but I guess farms and stuff are still mining like crazy and using electricity like mad.
Miners are going bankrupt.
Really?
Yes.
So then you better not use that video card then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm using it for my work and for the streams, not for the mining.
But remember, the only people getting rich are not the miners; it's the people selling the video cards.
Yeah.
The thing about the mining, it for many people, it is that entry into the cryptocurrency world. They learn how mining works. They start understanding what are cryptocurrencies, what is the difference of cryptocurrencies, tokens, and all that other good stuff. They understand what is proof of work, proof of stake, many other things. They start to understand that there are different algorithms, how to check different little projects. It is a whole new world, and you gain lots of technical knowledge, and it is absolutely awesome. And from that side, invaluable, absolutely. So if you buy one graphics card and you go into mining, you won't burn to lots of electricity, but the knowledge you will gain, absolutely valuable. And after a year or two, you'll be very.
I noticed you've been doing a lot more videos online. I saw one about name servers, I think yesterday or today. You've been doing a lot more little single short videos to educate people, which is nice.
Oh, and yes, I keep doing videos for the Stack CP users, for our cloud users. Yeah, and you are most welcome to shoot your users and use our playlist as well. As there are, so Stack CP dashboard is quite complicated. It can be quite complicated times by times, and there are some tricks and there is some experience needed. So I'm choosing it. I'm choosing different subjects and then doing tutorials on the subject.
Cool.
Video tutorials are good. How do you promote your projects? Do you do videos as well, guys?
It depends what it is. I mean, there's all kinds of different projects. It depends what it is. Could be an article, could be a video. Videos are indexing. Your videos that we're doing, even with Sam and I, and the ones you're doing alone, are indexing very well.
Yes, absolutely.
Very well. So whatever you're doing, that's working.
Thank you. I just need to start putting them back on the podcasts. Adam, thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome.
Sam.
Does it make a difference if you stream it to podcasts as well?
Sam, podcasts are for audio. Yes, on podcasts you can find video feeds as well, but podcasts are for audio. And I can absolutely say, like, I discovered the mentorship from podcasts. People use podcasts absolutely. So what Adam is talking about, podcast.ca, is a fabulous venture. People use. So there are 3 places where to find really good information. Once you are searching something, once you want to go deeply into a niche. So you will start with Google, then you understand it is way too wide. Then you go into YouTube, then you go to YouTube, and you can find some good information, but mostly everything is polished and cut out and prepared. But once you want to hear opinion and experience of experts, of niche experts, you go to podcasts. And that is one of the tricks. I remember I was really interested into stem cells 10 years ago, and I actually wanted to start a stem cell business. So where people could,
I have a guy for you for that in Utah who owns his own stem cell laboratory and everything, and he's certified 8 different ways. So, and he allows for great profit margins too. The kits are so cheap.
Absolutely, and it is not only and mostly it is just selling storage space.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's just selling storage space.
It's like cloud.
Yes,
same as cloud, but for
exactly.
genes and everything.
So cemetery, that's the business of storage.
Yeah, that's storage. Yeah,
that's storage.
But that's dead storage. Nobody deletes that. That's dead storage.
So, and I was really curious about stem cells, and I couldn't find any decent information. And then I went into podcasts, and there are 4 absolutely magnificent podcasts about stem cells, about the research, and people come together, they talk. So that podcast is one of the best places where you can find in-depth information about almost any niche.
Yeah, and you'll find it on both sides. You'll find people that believe in stem cell research and people that thinks it's body modification and witchcraft. So you'll find it on both sides. But I just looked up podcast.co.uk while we're talking. It doesn't resolve, so maybe that's something to grab.
So Adam, what you are working on, that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and there's so many different people. Everybody runs a podcast out of their basement. People pay $100 a year to get on the Canadian directory. I'm sure of it. I've got a bunch of people that are already interested, so I just got to promote it.
Bang. Sam?
Podcast, yeah.
Podcasts are Sam, and another thing about podcasts. So once you go to Google, your brand appears, you scroll on.
Yeah.
Once you watch a YouTube video, people watch mostly the medium length is half a minute. That's the reason why shorts are so good. So half a minute is an average view time. Podcast, normal user goes from point A to point Z, from the start till the end. Undivided attention. In the headphones, when people walk, drive.
Well, and I'm looking at videos under my name, just Googling my name, and it's like domain name live stream, DN Pro Adam Dicker, domain name live stream, and it's all listed, and it says 10 key moments in each video, and it's got tons of stuff, and it's all our podcasts. I mean, some of them are, I think most of them are the ones we did, but there's other ones from the past. I've done tons of them, but those are the ones. Your videos show up from top to bottom under my profile, and it's like a huge. I mean, I can share it with you. It looks really good.
Of course. That's awesome. That is awesome. And some does stand up as well, and that helps everybody. Yes.
So I'm just going to share it so you can see what it is, and you can see this is under the profile. You've got pictures of me, and then you've got all of these podcasts under videos, and it's like key moments. It's got investor stuff. It's got lots of cool stuff. So it's really good. It's good information, and they show well.
Oh, Google.
That's because they're syndicated well. That's why, because they're distributed, not just done. You didn't just do them and upload them to YouTube. You syndicated them through Spotify and other places, and that's what you need to do with all these things.
Now Sam is thinking of something. There are giant thoughts walking through those chambers of thoughts.
There's lots. There's lots you can do on the algorithm of YouTube.
Exactly.
And it seems to be YouTube Shorts is what's winning at the moment.
Yeah.
Quick question. What do you say if we did a one day friendly meetup, end of December or beginning of the January? Nathan from above.com hasn't ever come back to me. What do you say?
January.
Sam? January?
Yeah, January.
My vote would be January because December is family time.
Yeah, January's probably better because December's busy for me. Like December, I've got tons of stuff going on.
Adam, which
January's good.
Which January would be good for you?
I don't care right now. Anything other than the first week of January would be good. Anything other than the first week, like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, anytime there.
One Thursday?
Whatever you want. It's up to you. I will come in and probably bring one of my kids with me or my wife.
Yes, we could get a whole restaurant again for us.
I don't need a whole restaurant, just a table.
Make sure they're making duck this time.
Oh,
I like shredded duck with the wrap.
Shredded.
Yeah,
shredded duck.
It's got to be shredded.
Okay, orders are coming in.
That's pretty specific.
I love duck. I could eat that all day.
I like duck too. I like it. It's really good. Who doesn't like duck?
Oh,
Quackity
God.
quack.
Yeah.
we could create one day event. Mid event, something like that. January.
You could invite a few people that we know.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Or if we get 100 people, if we do get 100 people, that's enough. That is enough for us all to take the whole place.
Yeah, you'd have to fill the place right out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and that's it. The main is only.
And what is it? There going to be a party afterwards?
It's only a party, I think.
Yeah.
It's a get to know. It's a meet and greet. It's a talk to whoever you want to talk to.
Yeah.
Sam, if you are coming in your supercar,
Yeah.
there will be a party.
I'll be coming on the first class.
Maybe it'll be the launch of podcast.co.uk. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Need to sell some more domains first.
So what do you
Interesting to see.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
So what do you say, guys? If I did try to organize something in the middle before the larger event on the second week of January, sounds good.
For me, it's
So we do
fine. You're
something-
talking like the 9th or 10th, 11th, 12th in that area.
Yes, something like that.
That's fine for me.
Sounds good.
But then, Adam, you need to be here. Whatever, COVID, triple.
No matter what it is, I'm coming. I don't care. I have. I'll come no matter
what. Are they still restricting you in Canada?
No.
And because I heard someone said to me, I don't know if this is true, that they froze your bank account if you didn't get a vaccine.
No, that's not true at all.
What?
No, they didn't do that.
So someone said to me in Canada they were freezing bank accounts.
Frank Mishlik is on here. He's from Canada too. He can confirm what I'm saying, that they did not freeze any bank accounts if you didn't get the vaccine.
Jesus.
Oh God.
There's
no. The only thing that's starting to move around here now is the flu and flu shots, but everything else is fine.
Oh yeah, it's the time of year. Flu's here. We all know it now.
Yeah.
You know.
But no, there's been no bank account freezing, and there's no flying restrictions anywhere.
Oh, that's all right. It's all back to normal.
So yeah, it's back to normal, and that's good. People want to fly away. Yeah, Frank said never heard of that. Freezing bank accounts.
Sam, you should stop reading those news sites.
Well, I need to get off. I need to get off Clubhouse.
This must be CNN.
No, that's Clubhouse Network.
Someone was on Clubhouse talking about it.
Yeah, no bank accounts have been frozen. But that would be a good way to get people in line. I think if they gave everybody $50 or something, or $20, people would show up.
I don't know if you've heard of well, you must have heard of Andrew Tate. And have you ever heard of what he comes out with, some of the stuff? Because, obviously he's very, they banned him from all the social media platforms. And he apparently doesn't own any supercars. They're owned by someone else. He doesn't own any properties. They're all owned by someone else, because he says owning things is stupid because the government can take it off you. But
I'm looking at him now. He looks.
The government can, like, I think in England they were trying to, freeze his assets and everything.
He just got labeled Andrew Tate fires back at True Gordy's Islamophobic stuff. So he's out there. Yeah. He's a good-looking guy, so hell, everybody will believe him.
He's done well for himself at his age. He's got a Bugatti. That's a £3 million car.
His nickname is Top G.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I'll have to listen to him. Sounds funny.
Yeah, you got to listen to his because I listened to him because it's quite inspiring of what he started out as and then what he is now. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm just looking online now. Shall I buy this Ferrari? Oh, it's only 235,000. Oh, I'll buy it. I make that in less than a day anyway. Yeah, I mean,
he's only 35 years old, so
yeah.
For him.
What does
Crazy.
he do?
What's that?
What does he do?
Who knows?
What does he do?
Kickboxing, I think.
Yeah, so he started out as a kickboxer, and then obviously now what he does is he runs it's called the Hustler Academy, and he makes a lot of money.
He got his money and fortune running an adult webcam business called My Free Cams. My Free Cams with his brother Tristan.
Bang.
Crazy.
That is where the money comes from.
That's where the money is. What you do is he was hiring houses, getting loads of women in the houses, setting all the web business up, going to the next one. He was hiring the girls. He was getting a 80%.
Sam, you are talking about Manchester.
Yeah.
And now lots of the business you describe was largely based in Manchester. There were buildings and buildings of them. Yes.
Well, I
need to get into this web business. Anyone want to hook me up with a couple of?
I'm happily married, so while I would partake in the business, I wouldn't visit the house.
It's all about money. I'll just set it all up and then chuck them all in the houses. And
that is a business to whom I did not sell teens.co.uk.
Right. Okay.
So that is how I know it.
Did you sell teens.co.uk?
Teens, no.
Oh, you haven't sold it?
No, and I didn't sell to them.
Oh, so you had an offer from someone?
I didn't sell. I didn't sell to that business.
No. That would just be wrong. That would just be wrong to sell it to someone like that.
And there was partnership offer as well and stuff like that.
Yeah. I have girls.ca, but that's about it.
Oh God, that's it. Okay.
Maybe I could set up a man one, penis.co.uk.
Okay, and that's enough for us to get a cell for 3 of us in the hell. That's enough.
Yeah. I think it's enough. We need the disclaimer at the end of this: all women are equal to men. Period.
Yeah.
We could run a male house.
Video is not suitable for kids.
You could do a male house if you want on penis.co.uk.
I was thinking of what was it called? Enhancements.
Enhancements like what?
Viagra.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you all for watching, and of course, hopefully, see you all next Monday. And if you are from the UK, on the 16th and 17th, there is the Greatest Business Show in London, in Excel London, and I do have a stand there as well. Beautiful corner stand for Maria Ecosystem. So Maria Ecosystem is HostMaria. It is an established web hosting business. We offer cloud hosting and servers. Dedicated servers, both managed and unmanaged. We have 2,500 webmasters, and then we have just launched Maria Coin, and we are working on payment gateway, peer-to-peer zero commission payment gateway called Maria Pay, and after that next year we'll start working on cryptocurrency exchange called Maria CX, and of course we do own all these names: MariaCX.com, MariaPay.com. Everything is sorted. Don't go there.
Nice.
And if you wish to see what is what, please, or if you are attending that event, Sam, are you coming?
Where to?
Business show is good. Business show is really
When's
good.
it on?
16th, 17th, and the entry is free.
Oh, okay. I'll check my diary.
London, Excel London. You
Mm.
can come with your super.
Is
on your
there
supercar.
is there free coffee and alcohol?
I will get you some free coffee.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Coffee.
about the coffee,
Mm.
I know that we need to finish. There is the latest subscription I made is Pret subscription.
Okay.
So for £25 a month,
Mm.
you can go to Pret every day and get 5 coffees free of charge. 5 coffees. And
5 coffees. So how much are they normally?
£3.50, £4.50 something. 3 to 4 pounds. You
Yeah.
can get coffees. You can get hot chocolates. You can get some syrups on
Can
the
you get
top. Some teas.
Can you get croissants and can you get food?
No,
with it?
not croissants. Not croissants.
Right.
No, that is called coffee subscription. But
All right.
look, £25 a month,
That's cheap.
5
yeah.
coffees a day,
Mm.
and many people go there just to relax, to meet with friends. Sometimes we take our laptops and we can go there and work. I think that offer should be available in USA and maybe in Canada as well. Adam, I know that you love your coffee.
I do.
You might want to check it, and that's a
How
new
many
promotion.
coffees do you drink a day then?
I drink.
Me?
Yeah. How many do you drink, Adam?
Honestly, I don't have that many. I would say I start out with one every morning, otherwise my eyes wouldn't open. Then I would go to a second one probably in the mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
And then last night I had one late at night because my son was going out. Coffee doesn't keep me awake.
Oh, okay.
So
you can go to
it's fine
bed
for me.
with a coffee.
Yeah. Whereas my wife, if she has a sip of tea or coffee at like 6:30, 7, she's up the whole night. So
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
I
So you
don't
can
have that problem.
So anyway, you can get coffees, you can get teas. Pret is always that's a fantastic place to go. to.
Helmuts, are you drinking 5 cups of coffee a day to make it valuable?
Well, I've told my kids. I've told my kids also. Hey girls, if you want to come to Daddy's office after the school, we can go. And if you want to get a hot chocolate, or to the older one, you can get yourself a coffee latte. Why not? She loves it.
Very nice.
She
Very nice.
loves it. She loves it.
Honestly, that's the best bonding time you can have.
At
It's
Pret.
good bonding time.
Yeah, and then take them
One
to
at a time.
Take them to McDonald's for dinner afterwards.
Yeah, but take the kids one at a time. That's what I always did when they were little, even out for lunch, one at a time, so they get our attention, and it's good for
absolutely.
bonding.
And the thing,
That way they won't kill you with scissors while you're sleeping, maybe.
And if you are considering these coffees, then you should know that you should wait for 30 minutes till you can make your next order.
Oh, is it? So you can only have one, and then you've got like
Yes.
30 minutes.
Yes, then you wait for 30 minutes, and you can
What
order
company is
next
this? What is this about?
Right.
But it is Pret. Peter, Romeo,
Yeah.
Echo, Tango.
Okay. I'm
They
gonna
should
check it out.
they should be in Canada.
I'll look it up. Don't worry.
Look them up. That's a
I
huge
think
brand.
he's got Tim Hortons is better over there, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, they are here.
Of course. Have they got coffee subscriptions? Something? And maybe they are nearby you.
Freshly made food and organic coffee is now available in Canada. I'm checking. Hello, Canada. We're here.
And Sam, do you want to know something even better?
What's
The
that?
best for the last.
Oh.
You can get 50% discount for the subscription for the first month.
There you go.
Bang! I saved you the last one. I know that you love your discounts.
I'll just sign up for the 50% discount and then cancel.
Go on. Of
Yeah,
course.
there's only 3 in Canada, and they're a little far. But they're expanding. They just got here.
Yes. Now, Pret, they are always great. They're always great.
And they bought Pret.com, and they're using that. So let's see who's got Pret.ca. Probably me.
Bang! Pret. You might want to be
Interesting.
careful with that brand.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I don't know anything about it. Well, that was great.
Okay, it was very nice seeing you guys all, and hopefully see you next Monday.
Definitely.
And
See you next Monday.
See you on YouTube.
Yeah.
We have closing music.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have anything this time. I'll get something for the next time.
Okay.
Good night, all. Have a great week.
Thanks,
See you
guys.
later.
Bye.